Hey guys, it's Melody Lane, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make the sunflower. It's really easy and it's so cute with the little ladybug.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hey guys, this video is recorded during my live Twitch video, so the quality of the video is not what I like. So I have ordered a new live streaming camera. So hopefully the sound and video quality will be better in the future. And this is my first time, so I promise it's gonna get better than this one. I am recording this on Twitch. I just started doing Twitch. I will put my Twitch channel up here. So I'm recording the whole entire thing, long video on Twitch. Then I'm gonna take this video and edit it down shorter to be a much shorter video on YouTube. So you don't have to sit and watch me do the entire thing. But if you want to, you can come over to Twitch and watch that video. I'll put a link in the description below. If you're a Patreon supporter of mine, you get this file. It will be completely free because I made it out of free images. You can make your own. I made this out of, I think, a circle and a triangle or a diamond. I think a diamond. Welded it together. So you can make your own. So if you want to follow me along with the file, you could go over to Twitch and follow along to this long video and maybe read some chat. We have these. I'm adding to it. I want to make my middle bigger. I just cut 2 extras and I didn't cut them very well because my machine was cutting so much. So I have 6 of the black and these have slits in them. I'm using all Cricut paper. And then we have 6 brown ones. This file I share is only half of the file. You have to cut it twice to get it completely. You also have to cut it in Design Space 2. If you try to cut it in Design Space 3, it will only cut like parts of it and quit. It spits it out. Design Space 3 is having a problem right now. Maybe it'll be better after it's out of beta, but it is still in beta. So what we're making now is this black part of the flower. And then the brown is this part. So it's gonna look like that when we're done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this in half. There is no score in the middle or anything. You just meet the 2 ends. And I'm not worried about pushing those down or anything yet. So now I'm gonna take it in the middle and we're gonna push out. You can take a score tool, you can take your Cricut scraper, take something hard and press it out. So that's all you do there. And then we just put a little bit of glue on there. I just do a little at a time so it doesn't pull off. There. So we're gonna do this 6 times. And then I'll start the brown ones, and then we're gonna create the center. Okay, I have 4 of the brown ones done, and I have 2 more to go. And you do these just like you do the black ones. I'm gonna fold it down. And then just push this to the end. You can use a scraper tool, might be easier. But you really need to press it. And then we're gonna glue it just like we did the black ones. Press it down. Make sure I get the end. Okay, so we're gonna take the brown ones and set them to the side, and we're gonna start with the black ones. I cut 2 extra black ones You can do as many as you want and make the middle of the flower as big as you like. So my file that I'm sharing is only half a file, but then it will be 2 less than this if you cut 2 of them. Okay, I'm gonna put just a little glue here and we're gonna roll this tight. So it's gonna be very tight. You can use tweezers or something to hold it in the beginning. Put a little glue along here. And you want this to stay even. So you want this top piece right here to stay even. So I found the best way to do that is to roll it towards me. And this is the hardest part in the very beginning. Once it gets a little bigger, it gets easier. And you want it as tight as possible. So you want to glue it as you go. So here is the size of it after only one of these, but I have more to do. So to start the next one, I'm just gonna start it where I left off. So I'm just gonna put a little glue there. And add that there. Get it even with the edge. And start rolling it. You wanna make sure we have tight glue here. You don't want to put gobs of glue because it'll make it less tight. It'll put a space in there. We don't want any spaces. You can take these petals and make totally different flowers. If you do make this, I would love to see it on social media. If you tag me, Kyle from Daniel's Crafts, he's on YouTube and Twitch. He made a hashtag for me. I think it was hashtag making it with Melody Lane. Okay, then this is the size of it after 2 pieces of black. Okay, so now I'm setting it down on the table and just rolling it. It's big enough now I can do that and it's much faster. I don't have to hold it up in my hands. So just roll it on down. Okay, this is what it looks like after 3. And now it goes really quickly. It's much easier to hold. It's much easier to put on. I put the first piece on of the next one. And then I flip it over like this. Add the glue down. And just roll it towards me, keeping it even. This is how big it is after 6 strips of the black. This is kind of how many I recommend, but I want to make it bigger. So you can cut as many of these as you like and make it as big as you like. So I'm going to add 2 more. I'm just adding glue and lining this up with the edge and rolling it on. Okay, so now we're going to start with the brown, and we're going to put the brown just on the very edge of the black, just like we did the black. So the brown is going to stick out further than the black. And I'm just going to apply glue, line of glue down here, and stick this on. And I'm pushing this down as I go, and then that will just follow it up. Almost looks like a cupcake without the frosting. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you put the 1 layer of brown. And we have 5 more to go. So let me put the rest of the layers on. This is what it looks like after 2 rows of the brown. This is what it looks like after 3. This is what it looks like after 4. See how fast it's going? This is what it looks like after 5. Make sure this is down really good on the end. And I'm just gonna roll it on there, hold it on there tight. So now we can flatten this out. So we're gonna pull and push these back, just the brown ones. I'm gonna spray them with a little bottle and wet this, you know, because sunflowers need water. So I wet it and I'm flattening it out. We can do some more playing with it later. Okay, let's get to the petals. Okay, now we're gonna start with the smaller petals. We're gonna be very careful gluing these. Actually, I'm not gonna use hot glue. I'm gonna use May's Art Glitter Glue. The reason I'm using May's glue right now is because I don't want any glue showing here. On my other one, you can see the hot glue. It dries absolutely clear and you never see it. I'm just putting a little glue right there and then bending this over like that. So that's all we're doing. And then I'm going to kind of roll this up. Make sure the glue's dried. I knew better than that. So we're gonna glue all these first, let the glue dry, and then we're gonna kind of fold these up. And we're just putting just a little glue just along the cut line. You don't need to glue it all the way up the line like that. Just put a little glue right here, like an inch up, and then fold that over like that. What I do is I search glue at maymaymadeit.com, and then you have to also order this little silver tip. Everyone's talking about the glue in the chat, how wonderful it is. Okay, so I got all of these done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the large ones. And I'm not popping these out as much as I did on the other flowers. I'm just putting a little glue at the bottom and gluing it together. Okay, so what we're gonna do first, we're gonna hot glue these smaller petals. So we're gonna bend that kind of like that, put it down here on the pieces that are cut. So we're gonna kind of like do that. But first, we have to kind of bend this. So we're gonna bend each one kind of like this. I don't really wanna put a crease in it. You could if you want. Bend this out just a little like that. See how that looks? And you'll notice not all the petals are the same. This one is thinner than this one. I didn't want them all to be completely the same. Okay, so now we're gonna take this, I'm gonna flatten that down. And we're gonna glue these right here to the flower. So we're gonna put glue right here on the top. So that's how the first one looks. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna overlap it to the line. From the edge of this to the line that I folded over the glue. So glue on the top. I like to push this down while I'm gluing it. Try to keep it even. The reason to push this down is because then these get spread out further. See? These will get spread out further and they'll stay that way. So we're gonna keep going around the whole thing. I'm gonna overlap it. Oh, wait, I'm gonna push this down and then put it on. Wait till it cools. Okay, so remember to put the glue on the top, right on the edge on the part that you have folded. Turn it upside down, press down on the center of the flower, overlap, and then push it down and hold it until the glue cools a little. And here's what it's looking like so far. Isn't it pretty? I like it. This is the last one for right here. It could be done just like this. So now these are bent the same way, and I'm gonna put these higher up. Try to put it in the center between two petals. Stick it up against that till it cools. So then we'll have another row. So now this is all the petals I'm going to use. So I just used 14 middle and 14 of the big. Okay, so what I'm using now is Dylusions ink spray. This is called Pure Sunshine. So I am gonna spray this only around this area here so it looks like an ombre. Like I looked at a lot of sunflowers online and a lot of them had a pretty orange right around inside edge. Oh, so pretty. And it dries lighter. Look how pretty that is. And I'm gonna let the people on Twitch pick my ladybug. I think this hole punches for a small hole. Isn't it cute? And then here's my other one. See, I think this one has too many petals. This one's much better. Thank you guys so much for watching and liking my videos and subscribing. And thank you for those of you who follow me on Twitch. I want to give a big shout out to a few of the people who support me on Patreon. Thanks, guys. Colleen, Richanda, Jane, Sean, Kathy, Noel, Susan, Melissa, Deidre, Linda, Jan, Yvonne, Debbie, Linda, Kelly, Gloria, Marsha, Nancy, Darlene, Shannon, Tony, Delita, Goldie Ann, Linda, Valerie, Audrey, Reet, Sherry, Barbara, Donna, Kiona, Erica, Jean, Candy, Connie, Mary Ann, Grace, Trisha, Heather, Chrissy, Lori, Allison, Kathy, Belinda, Mona, Arlene, Angelica, Valerie, Teresa, Valerie, Fran, Donna, Robin, Kenise, Crystal, and Gracie.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting